everybody, today I'm going to give you a tutorial on the gradiated sun nails that I did a few days back. And you can use this gradient technique for anything. It doesn't need to be specifically for a sun, but I'm just going to show you on this one how to do it. But yeah, any design that you make, if you want to fill it in with a gradient, these techniques are going to work for you for that. And then we're also going to learn how to fix little mistakes that you make with acrylic, easily fix those using alcohol. We're going to learn how to mix our acrylics for the colors that you want, so you don't have to buy every single acrylic color. And yeah, stay tuned if you want to hear about any of that stuff. All right, see you in a second. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is water down your yellow paint for the sun. So then you're going to start out with the main, well, not the main portion of the sun, but the part of the sun that's peeking out here at the cuticle. So you're just going to make a basic dome. Yes, I've got my princess with me. Okay, so you're just going to mark it out here and then just bring the polish all the way down to the edge of your blue. The blue I'm using today is it's from Milani. It's just a really bright blue. You could go with any color you want though. Just get a little bit of paint here on your brush, just a very fine amount, because you're going to just start marking out where you want your lines to be. So just go ahead and just go for it. So just small strokes. Okay. So just start out with the basic line and then you can widen it after you've got it where you want it to be. As you can see there. Okay, so I've got one line going out there. Now see how we're not doing a super flare, just a little bit. So it's just a little bit wider at the top. Okay, so let's do another one. So I want to kind of space it like about here. I don't want to aim straight up, flaring it. You just anchor your painting hand, anchor it down on the table. Okay, so I've got my basic, I've got 2 lines on there. I'm going to finish up the rest of the lines, and then when I get back we're going to mix our colors and start the gradient, okay? Be right back. Okay, sorry for my really dirty palette, but it's well loved and well used. So, and once your paint dries up you can just peel it off. So that's the real easy thing to do. You can just pick it up at a craft store. Super easy. It was like $1 or something. I don't know. It was something super inexpensive. Okay. So once you've got it to the color that you want. So everybody, this is what I mean when I talk about working with acrylics. You just go get the 50-cent acrylic paint at the craft store. You just get your basic colors, and then you can just get a big thing of white and black, and that helps you mix it to the colors that you want. Okay, so I've got this nice and pale like I want it. So I'm going to take it, and I want this part of the sun to be a little bit lighter. So I already I colored it in yellow in the first place, and then now I'm just making it in light yellow. So, and don't worry way if you go into your cuticle, you can always fix that up afterwards. So this part's just kind of like coloring within the lines. You already made the shape, now you're just filling them in with another color. So this part's going to be way easier than the first part. The first part involves having to hold your hand pretty still. Okay, so my design's getting kind of bumpy there. That's sometimes what happens when you've got a lot of paint in the same spot. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pull it up into the ray a little bit. Okay, just so that it's not like a super harsh change right at the start of the sun ray. Okay, so can you see that? Probably not super well, as if I had the camera in closer. Okay, so what comes after really pale yellow? Well, that's yellow. So we've already got that on there, so don't worry about that. So after yellow, then you want orangey yellow. So let's mix in this orange and yellow. So you just imagine you've got your pale, then your yellow, then you just put a little bit of light orange in there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I wasn't in frame. So I was tickling. By tickling, I mean this. Just tiny small lines. And just leave a space for where your yellow is. Okay, so I had the pale, then the yellow, then the light orange, okay? Okay, so see, I'm just gonna dip right into my orange. Okay, so we're just gonna go straight up here from this one and just overlap it a little bit. So you're just gonna overlap your last one a little bit. And this gradation is not gonna look as smooth as like, oh, good. So I did that, so. Let's see here. I'm gonna clean off my brush really quick and try to clean that up. Okay, so for part of it, we can use alcohol, and then the other part I'm just gonna clean back up with yellow paint. So 1 second. Well, we're gonna see if this works for the sake of this. Sorry, I keep going out of frame. Keep trying to pull my hand closer to my face so I can see better. Okay, so we're just gonna, my nice angled brush, we're just gonna pull that line. And it looks like I've hit my yellow a little bit, so I'm gonna have to angle that up too. Okay, so I took care of what was on the blue. Now I have to clean up what was on the yellow, but you know what? We're gonna be going over that with the darker orange anyway. Okay, so now you see how to fix a yucky boo-boo. So we were on this regular orange shade. So I had done it on that one. Now let's get some on this one. And I was saying you just want to barely overlap your lighter shade. Okay. My thing keeps moving. We're just filling in our original yellow lines. Okay. I want that orange to be a little bit taller. Okay. So, alright, so that still looks really yucky. We gotta fix that. So we gotta mix our red and orange. Palette. Here. Come on, palette. Be somewhat useful. Just kidding, palette. Don't get mad. You're useful. Okay. So I'm getting in the last little nook and cranny here. Okay, guys. So I'm just going to clean that one little other spot up. But as you can see there, you've got a nice gradation. Okay. So I'm going to get the top coat on and I'll show you up close. Okay, so there I finished it up and I got top coat on it, and you can see the finished design and the gradient. So I am really hoping that this blue isn't going to be a stainer. I will let you know if it is. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And yeah, let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you back next time. Bye!